My name is Abhishek. I'm just trying to discuss one of the greatest foundational texts of Vedic astrology, Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. So, why I am trying to do this? Because I saw there are so many works, so many excellent works also, on web, in print, but I also found information are disintegrated, so I'm just trying to put forward my learnings with as disclaimer. I'm not expert of this subject. I'm a learner, I'm a beginner, and I want to be learner throughout my whole life of this great science. So without wasting so many minutes, so many times in introduction, I'm just trying to jump in the background, the foundation of the text. So when we are talking about the foundation of the text, then we should definitely think about the background of the great sages. Most important, who was Parashara and who was Maitreya. So I'm just taking you guys in the flashback. We know Saptarishis, the 7 great rishis. So I'm talking about one of the Saptarishis, Vashistha. So Vashistha was Manas Putra of Lord Brahma, and he was a very well known sages. He was also Kul Guru of King Dashrath. King Dashrath, who was father of Lord Sri Ram. So starting from Vashistha, it is also a very well known fact that Vashistha's wife Arundhati, she was most devoted wives among the Saptarishis, and there was a separate story about that. So in the sky also you can see like Arundhati is there in the form of star, never leaving husband Vashistha. It's a symbolic. So there was like tradition also in mostly in south, like newly married couple see those 2 stars in order to start very beginning of her married life. So Vashistha and Arundhati got 100 sons, and the eldest was Shakti, and Shakti was like being a Saptarishi Putra, one of the great persons, but there are not much information available about Shakti because he died so quick. And Shakti married to Adrisyanti. So story goes like that. So this is the family of Vashistha. So how Vashistha is living with his wife, and he got 100 sons. The eldest one is Shakti, happily married to Drisyanti, and things are going on. Now, we have already discussed about the kingdom of Dasarath. So, I'm just taking you to the Ayodhya. The old name is, the Puranic name is Saket. Ayodhya, no one can do war. So mighty, so powerful kingdom. That's why it's called Ayodhya. जिससे युद्ध नहीं किया जा सके. So there are Suryavanshis kings, dynasties in Ayodhya. There are so many. So I'm talking about one of the king to just continue my story from Ayodhya, from Suryavanshis dynasty. He was Trivandhana. His another name is also like Anaranya. He was a mighty king of Ayodhya once upon a time. And he got only one son. His name was Satyabrat. Satyabrat, he was devoted son, and his father also loves him as usual. But the thing was, he was very arrogant, very crook-minded, and he was blind with the power of princelyhood, and he used to do a lot of things which has not to be done by a prince, by a royal family person. But his father was ignoring all the time what misdeeds he used to do. But once upon a time, he did very heinous crime. He abducted a Brahman girl who was used to be married very soon. And then there was a lot of protest among Brahman communities, and they just approached to the Kulguru, Vashistha. He was also from the Brahman and Brahman community, and Vashistha just took forward this case to the king, and then on the advice of Kulguru, king just kicked him out from the palace, and then Satyabrat forced to be live in the jungle, wandering here and there, and his life was like he was not able to enjoy the royal comforts and all. So he was definitely very angry with Vashistha. And I'm just taking you to the another sages of that era. That's very important character. He was a very important character of this story, and whose name was Vishwamitra. So Vishwamitra, he was not from the Brahman community. He was used to be a king. He was a Kshatriya. But by his strong willpower and by his tapasya, he became the Rishi, and he got a status of Raj Rishi. So due to this communal differences, there was natural at that time enmity with these two sages, and this fact was well known. Satyabrat also knew that one. So at that time there was a akal, there was a famine, and Vishwamitra, was in a deep meditation, very, very deep meditation. He was doing the great meditation, the great tapasya, and his family was in his absence starving. That fact Satyabrat knows. So Satyabrat, he just wanted to be more close to Vishwamitra, and he started taking care of Vishwamitra's family. So every day he used to go for hunting, and he got whatever he got, he just gave it to Vishwamitra's family, and in this way he was just taking care of Vishwamitra's family when he was in tapasya. So one day what happened, like there was nothing to eat, and Satyabrat was not able to find anything. Then he got a Nandini. Nandini was a cow of Vashistha. So he killed the cow and feed to Swami's family in order to make like he want to make them survive. So the story of Nandini is like during the Samundra Manthan, there are 14 Ratnas are received. So Kamdhenu was one of them, and Nandini was a progeny of Kamdhenu. So she got a same qualities of the Kamdhenu, and she was very dear to Vashistha. So this when Vashistha knows Satyabrat did that one, then he cursed Satyabrat to be a Chandal, and then the prince becomes Chandal. And he did a mischiefs, mostly like during the time of the curse he counted three mischiefs done by Satyavrata. So he like a Trishanku. So he become a Trishanku also by the curse, and then in the form of Chandal he was just wandering here and there. And the story goes like that. Now coming back to the kingdom, to the palace, Satyabrat's father, the king Tribandhana, the king Anaranya, he was getting older and older, very old. So he just wanted to hand over his kingdom to his son. So he decided to call him back and hand over his kingdom to Satyavrata, who is now Chandal, who is now Trishanku. And in this way, he became a King Trishanku of the Ayodhya. King Trishanku, he was a very interesting character, and everybody knows like Raja Harishchandra. So Raja Harishchandra was a son of this king, King Trishanku. And that's a very well-known story about the Raja Harishchandra, how he built up his, never-ending, never-fading name in the history, in the ancient history. So Trishanku is now King Trishanku, but his mind is, working in the same fashion, and now he got a very good relationship with the Vishwamitra also, and Vashistha, sage Vashistha is Rajguru as usual. So Vashistha is meant to advise king, but Trishanku got always different sort of ideas which are not normal. So one day he decided to go to heaven with a body. That's against the natural law of the gods. So Vashistha, being a Rajguru, being a Kulguru, he just refused, because that's against the natural law. You can't do this, my dear king. That's why he just contacted Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra first accepted this assignment, and he just started doing that one. Then the Gayatri, he just applied the great, powerful siddhis. That's a different stories. So when he was having this sort of thing, all the gods came to Vishwamitra and they requested, this is not to be done, because it's not the natural structure, the natural balance. This is against the natural law. So being a rishi, being a sages, you are here to protect the nature. You should not do unnatural activities. Then Vishwamitra convinced, and he just stopped that one. Then he created something like some space that is not in the heaven, not on the earth, in the middle, by his siddhis. So this was a story, but this story is important because that increases the enmity between the two great sages. Because Vishwamitra felt very offended. He just felt like he lost to Vashistha. So out of this enmity, he just, by his siddhi, created a demon, the dangerous demon Rudhira, and he sent Rudhira to Vashistha's house. And Rudhira came to Vashistha's house and he killed all his 100 sons, including Sakti. That's a disaster. When Vashistha came back to his house, he saw everyone, all the sons, 100 sons killed. Then there was nothing to do in his life. He was just want to end up his life. Then he just, with his wife Arundhati, packing up. At the same time, Drisyanti, Sakti's wife, said Lord Vishnu came in his dream and he said a baby will come. He will be the great devotee of Lord Shiva. So you should like don't give up, and the unborn child who will be the great devotee of Lord Shiva, and who will definitely like propitiated all the pitras, like all the fathers and all father and forefathers, and in this way, the great man is coming. The very grandson of Maharishi Vashistha is coming. And who was he? He is the Maharishi Parashara himself. So this is the story of Maharishi Parashara. So Maharishi Parashara he was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, grandson of Maharishi Vashistha, and blessed by Lord Vishnu. So the great soul just arrived. Maharishi Parashara just arrived in our story. So Maharishi Parashara, he got a lot of boons from Lord Shiva, and then when he knew about the story of the demon Rudhira, then he started doing like taking revenge through rituals, through yagyas, and all the rakshasas, all the demons are destroying due to the fire of the yagya. But at the same time, Maharishi Vashistha told him to stop this violence, because our being a sages, and we should forgive, because forgive is the hallmark of the realized soul. So taking revenge is a no good sign, and he just stopped. So that thing also gave him great opportunity to get boons from the Rishi Pulastya. Pulastya was the guru of Rakshasas, and he blessed him. He blessed him with a scriptural knowledges. So in this way, the knowledge and the realization and scriptural control, the control on a scriptural knowledge is just enhanced in Maharishi Parashara by these boons. And so that's very much about the Maharishi Parashara. So this Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra is in the questions form between Maharishi Parashara and his student Maharishi Maitreya. So we have already understood about the Maharishi Parashara. Now just try to briefly think about Maharishi Maitreya. So Maharishi Maitreya story is starting from the Vedvyasa. So Vedvyasa, he was the son of Maharishi Parashara. So when Maharishi Parashara is just married on the boat with the Satyavati, and on the boat itself, Vedvyasa born, and he was in a black color and born on the island, a deep. So his name was also Krishna Dvaipayan. And how great he was, anybody who has little bit knowledge of Indian spirituality know about the Vedvyasa. He just he did the Vedas, expanded the Vedas, and his other name was Badrayan also. So that very Vedvyasa is the central character when you think about the Maharishi Maitreya. So Vedvyasa saw an insect who was just rushing panically because the insect was thinking a big wheel will come. The big wheel of a cart is coming, and that will crush him. So Vedvyasa told him, suggested him, don't afraid from the death, accept that death, and in the next birth you will go to in the better yonis. So insect accepted that one because Vedvyasa was stories goes like that. He was a realized soul, and what he was saying, because he can see the future, he can see the next any birth. So the insect was just traveling, just performing his karmic journey, just exhausting his karmas, and then after many births he born in a Brahman house, and then Vedvyasa initiated him in a Saraswat mantras, one of the powerful mantras, and then he did a lot of tapasyas, and in the next birth he born to Kusaru and Mitra, and being the son of the Mitra, his name was Maitreya. So I'm talking about that Maitreya, that Maharishi Maitreya. So this is the story of Maharishi Maitreya, who was nurtured, who was initiated by the great Vedvyasa himself. And this Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra is a talk series, is a discussion, is a question answer format, a scripture between Maharishi Parashara and Maharishi Maitreya. It is a part of the Vishnu Purana, but the separate compilation is known as the Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, BPHS, in short form people are saying nowadays. So this is the brief story about how this Shastra came into the existence. So I just talk about the avatarana of the Grantha, so how this Grantha is coming, because if you don't know about the background, if you don't know about the Maharishi Parashara, if you don't know about the Maharishi Maitreya, then how you will enter into the deep root meaning of these Shastras. So this is the first chapter in my series Unlocking Stars. I just put forward the bhumika for the Grantha Avatarana. So now Brihat Parashara Shastra Avatarit for us. And in the next chapter, that is the real first chapter of this Grantha, of this great fundamental text, we will go through, we will learn together. Thank you. Jai Shambhu, Jai Bharat, Har Har Mahadev.